الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. Alhamdulillah, we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and we seek His guidance and we seek His forgiveness and ask Him for His mercy. And we bear witness that there is no God but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is no, and Muhammad, may peace be upon him, is the last messenger and the servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam with the true religion to guide the whole world to the right path, to the straight path. I enjoin upon you and myself to be conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us to be conscious of Him in several ayahs in the Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله ولتنظر نفس ما قدمت لغد واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. O you who believe, be conscious of Allah, remain conscious of Allah, and work for your tomorrow. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is fully aware of what you do. And He said, يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا. He said, be conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and say a wise or a true word. God consciousness is the key to success in this world and the happiness in the hereafter. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, مَن يَتَّقِ اللَّهَ يَجْعَلْ لَهُ مَخْرَجًا وَيَرْزُقْهُ مِنْ حَيْثُ لَا يَحْتَسِبُ. Whoever remains conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will open doors for him whenever it is time of adversity, and He will provide for him from wherever he did not expect. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make His way easy for him and will absolve him of his sins and admit him to paradise. I talked some time ago about the hadith or a saying by Ibn Mas'ud who said that faith, Iman, is two halves. One is shukr, gratitude, and the other is sabr, perseverance. And we talked about shukr at that time, and today inshallah I'd like to talk a little bit about sabr, perseverance. And sabr is a great virtue. It is half the faith as the saying goes. And it has been mentioned several times in the Quran, maybe over 100 times in the Quran. Sabr was mentioned with its derivatives. And these verses explain all the aspects of sabr. Some of these verses have a direct command to us to be perseverant. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَاسْتَعِينُوا بِالصَّبْرِ وَالصَّلَاةِ. Seek help in prayers, in perseverance and prayers. And connection between perseverance and prayers shows how important perseverance is. In other ayahs, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الصَّابِرِينَ. Allah loves those who are perseverant. Allah loves those who persevere. And we know that the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a tremendous prize for the believers. The hadith goes that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves a believer, He would ask Jibreel, He would call Jibreel and say to him, I love this person, so you should love him. And Jibreel would love that person, and Jibreel will call upon the higher host, upon the angels, and says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves that person, you should love him, and they love him. And then they place His love in the hearts of people on this earth. So the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the love of the love of everyone. And that's something we really need to work hard to achieve. And that's one of the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised those who persevere. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I am with the perseverance. And again, it is like the love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah with you, He will help you in times of adversity. He will give you blessings and mercy from Him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَإِن تَصْبِرُوا خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ وَإِن تَصْبِرُوا خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ. If you persevere, then it is better for you. And it is better for you in this life and in the hereafter. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says that there are many prizes for or rewards for those who persevere in the hereafter. One of them is that إِنَّا جَزَيْنَاهُمْ بِمَا صَبَرُوا الْيَوْمَ أَنَّهُمْ هُمُ الْفَائِزُونَ. We have rewarded them on the day of judgment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward the perseverant, that He will make them the winners of the best of things in the hereafter. He will reward them with the ghuraf, the highest place in paradise. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called them al-muhtadun. We'll talk a little bit about this later on. So you can see that there are the verses in the Quran talks about first of all, that we are commanded to persevere. Second is that there is great prizes for those who persevere in this life as well as in the hereafter. The types of perseverance, the scholars mentioned that there are three types of perseverance, or three categories of perseverance. And before I get into this, I just want to say, sometimes people translate sabr as patience, but I use the word perseverance because there is a difference between the two. Sabr indicates, in the meaning of sabr in the Quran and in Islam, indicates that there is effort being done. It's not just enduring and sitting doing nothing. That may be patience. But perseverance is to endure and to work hard to achieve a certain purpose. And that's the meaning of sabr that's being used in the Quran. So perseverance is involved with action, and it is a positive virtue. So the scholar said there are three categories of perseverance. Number one is to persevere performing the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us to do. الصبر على الفضائل أو الصبر على الواجبات. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us to do certain things, like rituals, like doing things that we should do, and we persevere in doing this because there is usually difficulty in performing some of these tasks that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us to do. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, وَأْمُرْ أَهْلَكَ بِالصَّلَاةِ وَاصْطَبِرْ عَلَيْهَا نَحْنُ نَرْزُقُكَ وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلتَّقْوَى. Command your family to pray and be perseverant in performing these prayers. Because prayers, sometimes there is difficulty in prayers, and sometimes there are difficulty in other things, like paying zakah, for example, or making certain things for the community, working for the community. All of these things require perseverance. It requires endurance as well as action by the person. The other type of perseverance is the perseverance against or resisting the temptation of the shaitan and the self. Shaitan and the self tempt us with nice things. They tell us that there are pleasures that we can get. And the perseverance, we are required to resist that perseverance, resist that temptation, and that requires perseverance, because then you are resisting your own self, you are resisting your own desires. And that's the second type of perseverance. The third type of perseverance is the perseverance when a calamity strikes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ. We will test you with some fear and hunger, and loss of wealth, loss of lives, and loss of crops. وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ, but give glad tidings to those who persevere when a calamity strikes or when they are in adverse condition, they persevere. وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ, give them glad tidings. الذين يقولون الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا, those who are the perseverant, when a calamity strikes or when they get into an adverse conditions, they say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We are for Allah and we to Him is our return. أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prays for them and means He enhances the connection, their connection to Him. عليهم صلوات من ربهم, and He bestows His mercy on them, and these are the guided ones. So these are three prizes that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has kept for those who persevere. And there is a nice story that's being told about this, is that the wife of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, Salama radiallahu anha, she was married to a man, his name is Abu Salama, and the man, she loved him very much, and the man died. And she was really very sad about it. And she remembered that verse. She said, we are told to say this, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. But she said to herself, you know, there is nothing, there is no man better than Abu Salam. So why I would be making this prayer? Because the prayer says, when you say Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, he says, Allahumma khlifni khayran min. Whatever you have lost, you ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to replace it with something better. And she said, there is no man better than Abu Salam. But she said, because she had a strong belief, strong faith, she said, I'm going to make the dua anyway. And she said, Allahumma khlifni khayran min, inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. And the rest of the story everyone knows. She got married to the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, who was better than anyone else. And that tells us that when we believe in what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, and when we do whatever He is asking us to do, even though it might not make sense to us, but in the end Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will reward us for it. This is the third type of perseverance, is to persevere when a calamity strikes. And the calamities are part of this life. Trials are part of this life. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ. We are going to test you, because this life is a life of testing. And in other verses it says, حَسِبَ النَّاسُ أَنْ يَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ. Did people think that they would say, we believe, and they have not been tested? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is creating us for the purpose of being tested, so that we get our reward in the hereafter. So we should expect trials in this life, and we should expect to be faced with tests. And the best course for these trials and tests is to believe in what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has told us to do, is to persevere and to say Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, and say that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to replace it a better thing than what we have lost. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم ادعوا الله وأنتم موقنون. الحمد لله رب العالمين، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. These types of perseverance are required not only from the individuals, but from the communities as well. As a community, we should persevere in times of adversity. And looking around us, Muslims are suffering everywhere in this world. This is a time of test for the Muslims everywhere. And even if it is nothing happens here, but whenever we hear something happening in other place for Muslims, then we feel for them because they are our brothers and sisters. And we have to be careful about what might happen here as well. There are things that are happening not very far from us. In Montreal, for example, the other day, something happened. So we have to be prepared for these things. We have to understand that we are in a time of trial, and we as a community, not only as individuals, but as a community, we have to get together. Unity is part of perseverance. Unity is, so we tend as human beings, when we hear things that we repeat it without really knowing what's going on this. Very often that happens. And one of the things that happened the other day is someone wrote bad things on the walls of the mosque. And that was, and what really bothered me about this is that people started talking about this in the social media, which is a very counterproductive thing. It is, instead of doing this, we should get together and talk about these things and see what we can do to deal with it, rather than spread panic and spread fear. There is, alhamdulillah, we are living in a very safe place, much safer than anywhere else. But nevertheless, we need to get together, and we need to be transparent with each other, and we need to verify whatever we want to say before saying it, making sure that we do not hurt the community as a community. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward us for our perseverance and bring us together as a united community. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على محمد وآله اللهم صل على محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وبارك على محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا اللهم إنك عفو كريم تحب العفو فاعف عنا اللهم لا تجعل لنا في هذا اليوم العظيم ذنبا إلا غفرته ولا عيبا إلا سترته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا مريضا إلا شفيته ولا ميتا إلا رحمته ولا أسيرا إلا حررته ولا مظلوما إلا نصرته ولا حاجة هي لك رضا ولنا فيها صلاح إلا قضيتها ويسرتها يا أرحم الراحمين اللهم ارحم موتانا وموتى المسلمين اللهم اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين اللهم وحد كلمة المسلمين اللهم اجمعهم على كتابك وسنة نبيك يا كريم إن الله عباد الله إن الله أمركم بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون وأقم الصلاة.
الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا